Okay, so you have a programming job now. You're a software engineer and you're good at it. This means you are very good at details, and lots of them. You can run through in your mind, one at a time, every detail that needs to be perfectly addressed in order for a software product to function completely. And there are thousands of details. Software is brutally unforgiving, and most of the time, it's either 100% right or 100% wrong. There is no 99%, and you are a master of that perfection. As if this process wasn't hard enough and didn't already take all your time, it's only half your job. You see, before any of this happens, you have to sit in a room of people who might not know any of this about you or about software. And you have to translate an idea that is yet to be completely fleshed out, and may never be fleshed out, into a design or pattern that can actually be coded and maintained. But wait, we're just getting started. They are going to tell you how long you have to do that. No, they'll ask you, as if you even know, as if anyone can even know how long something like this takes. It's a flow state, it's an art. Some days are good, some days are bad. Requirements change. They'll talk about whatever time frame you state, as if it might be an overestimate, and try to talk you down like it's a bid or something. Don't even try to answer the reality. I don't know how long it's going to take. It doesn't help. So now our job gets a little harder. We are required to rush. This usually comes down to cutting corners, skipping a comment here, a test there, writing a function that's a little longer and needs to be split up, using an n-squared algorithm without thinking about it, writing way more data than we need to. You see the picture. Or in other words, creating technical debt. But you won't do any of that. And now you have a little bigger problem. You see, that guy you were hired to replace and whose code you've been trash talking ever since you were hired, yeah, they're onto that. They've set a system up to prevent this from ever happening again because the last guy burned them. They've hired a manager to make sure you don't cut corners. He'll check to see if you're updating all the readmes, commenting in the code, writing tests, make sure you're committing to all the right branches and using the proper patterns, that you update the right tickets, all per company standards. It is a 30% tax on all your time, but it's good practice, right? But you are a details person. You love doing all that. You don't need someone to make you, do you? Well, time to get to work. You've made big promises and are excited to make it all happen. Unfortunately, you can't. You haven't realized yet you don't have enough time. You're good-natured and honest. It's just for a little while until I get the mess sorted out, you say, as you work deeper into the night. Day by day, fatigue sets in. The excitement of a new job and project fades. You push forward. I just have to get things sorted out. Months go by. Life is dreary. You've pushed, and now you don't even know who you are. You miss the deadline. It never was the right number. There was so much we didn't know yet. New requirements, bugs in our code, bugs in their code. We're just not done. But you've already been at 200% for months. You're about to break and you know it. You want to be happy, organized, personable. You want this to work. Now you have another meeting, with the same people as before, and they're not happy. You see, you made a commitment to them. They wouldn't let you do otherwise. That timeline was your idea, they say. We asked you. Don't be unreliable. When will it be done, they insist. We've made commitments to our shareholders and customers. Stop being a perfectionist. They do know that being a perfectionist is what makes you good at what you do, don't they? How could we have known everything we know now back then, you wonder? We've made good progress. You keep your cool. Barely. You like your job and the people you work with, and you're willing to make all the mistakes again and continue the death march. You wonder for a moment, how bad really was the guy before me? Hiring comes up. More people, please. We need more people. Reluctantly, they agree on added headcount. This is good news. Or is it? How much more time will it take for us to find and train people? Later on that day, a meeting happens. It looks like an interview. Why would I not be invited? Wait, am I that guy? Nah, it must be something else. I'm just so glad everything is all right in my personal life. Well, we'll see, won't we?